to my channel. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone that wished me happy birthday just over a week and a half ago. So I was in Da Nang and I had an incredible birthday. Thank you guys so much. One of my biggest highlights from my birthday was actually spending a day in Hoi An ancient town. So this vlog is basically dedicated to my time in Hoi An, and I want to say a big thank you to Go Asia Day Trip for making it possible for this tour. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I got up to, and stay tuned, and then I will be showing you guys some clips of some stuff that I filmed. it was very, very, very hot. So I initially planned to do like a full vlog, but I couldn't because of the weather. Yeah. This Vietnamese hat actually came in very, very handy out because this literally saved my life, guys. It blocked away the sun. And any tips for someone who is going to Hoi An? Definitely bring a hat or an umbrella and stay hydrated. Obviously depending on the time of year that you visit, but Hoi An was amazing and I'm so happy, guys. Like, it is such a beautiful place, very, very picturesque. For those of you that don't know, Hoi An is a city on Vietnam's central coast and it's absolutely magical. It's really well known for its ancient town, which is basically a very well preserved ancient town. I'm happy that I actually did the tour because I think if I had gone alone, I maybe wouldn't have found out so much vital information about Vietnam's language, about its history, and just like the influences from other cultures and other countries like Japan, China, and France. It was really interesting, and I'm not someone that's in love with history, but I learned so much that I wouldn't have known if I hadn't have done the tour, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I had a really good English speaking guide. His name was Neem, Vietnamese, but yeah, he speaks English. He spoke English very well and he was lovely. Thank you again to Go Asia Day Trip for the experience, and I'm going to tell you guys what I got up to during my time there. The tour guide picked me up from my hotel around 8 a.m. and the journey is around maybe half an hour to 45 minutes, but it went by so quickly, honestly. We were just talking, getting to know each other, and then we were there. Literally, it was so quick. So we visited some Vietnamese pagodas, Vietnamese old houses, like houses that have been preserved very, very well, and I got to know about the history. Also a Japanese house and the Japanese bridge, very famous on Instagram. You'll see loads of people who take pictures there. And I think we went to another Chinese temple and we got to walk around the ancient town. Another part of this tour was actually to go to the Silk Village, but I opted out. It is included, but I decided not to go because I wanted to meet my friends later on and just do a lot more exploring because there was so much to see. It's raining season currently, sorry for the noise. Anyway, another thing that we did while we were on the tour was visit the indoor market, and the indoor market was super, super cool because first of all, fresh juices in abundance, which was amazing because the weather, like I said, was so hot. I got a Cam Ep, I think that's how you say it, fresh orange juice. I don't know. Anyway, so I had a bunch of those in the market. Basically, everything I ate and drank that day, guys, was delicious. Delicious. In the market, there were ladies selling food, selling fresh food, cooking food right in front of you. And I thought it was really cool because there were literally groups of people like groups of tourists and even local people who would literally come and eat their lunch inside of the market. And I've been to a load of markets in Vietnam, and this one was particularly cool because it wasn't chaotic. It was kind of like organized, but still Vietnamese. Like, I don't know how to describe it. After my little break of being Dora the Explorer, guys, it was lunchtime. Lunch. I sound so greedy. Lunch was so good. Lunch was so good, guys. There was like a certain point where she kept bringing the food. It was a full spread. She kept bringing the food and I looked over, I was like, more food? Like, what? How? And it was all for me. But I couldn't finish it, of course, but it was so, so nice. And when I say I'm not a seafood fan, guys, I'm really not a seafood fan. But I definitely ate that seafood. My birthday was on the 15th of July. On the 16th of July was the Lantern Festival, which is such perfect timing. So the Lantern Festival in Hoi An, ancient village, basically is where they celebrate the full moon every month. For the festival, basically, around 7:30 p.m, everything goes dark and you'll see these boats on the river. It's really, really, the vibe, the ambience. It's really nice. I don't know how to describe it. It's one of those things that you need to experience it to understand what I'm saying, because the camera and like my description doesn't describe it very well. but you just feel, even though obviously there's a load of people there because of the festival, during the daytime it was really quiet, but at night it was really busy. And at this point I'd met my two friends, and yeah, so we were just walking around enjoying the vibe, and then we decided to get on these boats. So you have these boats with these lanterns, and you basically make a wish with the lantern and then let the wish go onto the river. Anyway, yeah, so you just see like everything just shine. It's very colorful. Hoi An ancient town in general is very colorful. There are all these lanterns and these lights, and it's just magical. It's just really magical. Yeah, so I'm just really grateful that I went on that day, because obviously I had an amazing tour with Neem during the day, and then at night I got to enjoy with my friends and enjoy the culture of the Lantern Festival. While I had some free time, I accidentally stumbled across the infamous banh mi phung. I think that's how you say the name. My Vietnamese is terrible, guys, but anyway, so banh mi is a traditional Vietnamese sandwich, and it basically, this place was made famous by Anthony Bourdain, and you'll always see a massive queue outside. I had seen videos of it before, but probably years ago when I was doing my research on Vietnam, and I was just filming, and then I turned around and saw this place with a massive queue, and I was like, what's going on there? And then I read it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy. So of course I had to get myself a banh mi, and it was so good. Like I said before, all the food that I had on that day, or just in Da Nang and Hoi An, full stop, plus. It's definitely worth the hype, guys. Even if you have to wait in line, it's not a long line. I mean, it looks like a long line, but they serve very quickly, and it's not expensive. I didn't think I would like Da Nang and Hoi An as much as I did. The only thing is the weather, but I absolutely loved it. Like, when I say I loved Hoi An ancient town, I loved it. And pictures, videos, I think don't do it enough justice. I think it's somewhere you should definitely consider visiting if you are in Vietnam or are traveling to Vietnam. If you are interested in a tour like this, I've got a discount code. You can get 15% off. I'll put the information here, or the code here, and also in the description box. I'll put their website down below if you'd like to look at all of their other tours. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you. It's raining, it's pouring, and I'm planning my next trip. Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.